It's Chit, Sat, Chit. Chaitanya, Chit. See, the nature of the self is Satyam, okay? Jnanam, Anantam, Brahman. You know what that means? Satyam means what? Truth, which means pure existence. It never ceases to be. Jnanam means pure absolute consciousness, like the light that illumines everything. Okay, Anantam,
Limit forever.
there is no beginning and no end. Fullness,
Nitya.
fullness absolute, fullness absolute. Brahman means the whole. Aham Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. That's who you are. Aham SAT-CIT-ANANDA. That's the same thing. SAT-CIT-ANANDA. So you're correct. It's not just aware, pure awareness, consciousness, but there's also pure existence, beingness. It's constantly there, present all the time. And while everything is going, there's someone there, there's always present. And when you're present, you're also aware. Is that right? Now, you were gone for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or a month, and you were not present. Is that right? So you're not aware what went on. Is that correct? Because there's no presence.
Right.
There's no awareness, isn't it? Now, there could be awareness.
Yeah, awareness is there, but
But there's no awareness if there's no presence. Is that right? Now, let's suppose that awareness is there and presence is there. But the awareness is placed someplace else, the presence doesn't mean anything. Why? Because even though there's presence, the person is thinking of something else. But here, we're talking about the nature of myself, the nature of the truth of each one is not only presence, but also awareness and completeness. Why? Because it doesn't suffer any change. Now, this mind needs to know that. And these words need to be unfolded to the mind. And my attempt, and Swamiji's attempt in the course of this course, is to unfold the meaning of those words, not the dictionary meaning. You know, I have a cat. His name is Bruno. You know Bruno? Bruno. It's a black cat. And in the course of the years that we had it, there is one word he knows for sure, besides his name, okay, you know, but there's one word that really means a lot to the guy. He can be laying there, you know how little cats play, you know, and I say, food.
right.
And all of a sudden something stirs in that guy.
That reminds me.
Meow! He goes like that.
Reminds me of my grandmother.
Does it mean he understands the word? No, he understands what it means. Is that right? He understands what it means.
Right.
So this mind, if it's asleep, it will just say the words or hear the words and they won't ring a bell. You know, all these words are amazing. As a matter of fact, one of the things about at the beginning when I started learning about all this stuff, I used to hear all these words. And I tried to learn the words. And they sounded so exotic. Karma, yoga, you know, Atma, Chaitanya, Sthita Prajna, all these words. They mean a thing. Satyam, Jnanam. That to mean something. And then, look, how can I understand their meaning if I don't relate it to me? this brother, uncle, sister, lover, husband, wife, whatever, you're trying to help out with this knowledge, which is your mind. You need to bring this particular vision in the context of the condition that the person is in. Is that correct? In the context of the condition that a person is in. You're an engineer and you have a client. And you're going to knock off all these technical terms. I mean, a thing. But you say, you know what? In the course of the rain, because of the direction of the river that is going underneath, you know, the moment will come that you're not aware of it. One day, the structure you put up will just cave from the bottom. Therefore, and then you give him some particular solution that is now technical. Now the technical term or understanding is in relationship to a possible problem. But if you just tell him you need this, and you come up with a technical term or something, and that isn't related to something that he needs, that he's, even if it's hidden from him, you make him aware, that guy will get somebody else. And therefore it's going to cost you $5 million. Ha! You kidding? Then some other guy just puts him clear. And you got to pay 10 for the same thing. Because now the guy connected it. Is that right? So the student of this particular knowledge of life, that's what it is, needs to connect the teaching with something real about one's situation. Now, young people normally don't listen to this. Not because they're stupid. You know why? Because they don't see their Sundays running out. They got a whole bunch of Sundays too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't see what?
They don't see the Sundays, the weekends running out. They're running out of weekends. But if the person is, and many of us that are running out of weekends don't even put attention to it because we keep insisting on embracing the ephemeral. Ephemeral means what? What is ephemeral? That which is subject to change. We dress ourselves. Okay?
Oh, ephemeral? Yeah, okay.
Ephemeral, yeah.
Short lasting.
Yeah, that will last a little, there has no impermanent.
Yeah.
We embrace it and we're fixated that will that get us on the other side of the river. Even those of us whose hair is gone, the teeth are going and everything else, we're still, so somehow, this mind needs to pick up, say, wait a minute, what are you looking for? That's why older people, or more mature people, because it has nothing to do with age, it has to do with a mature mind, then gives value to a particular vision like this. At the beginning, it sounds a little bit,
Funny.
yeah, but after a while, I said, wait a minute, this means something to me. Somichi was very funny. He was a kick. I don't know. It was a kick to watch. I mean, he was a performer. I'm telling you, this guy was a performer. And many of us went there because he was such a kick. In the course of teaching, it goes off. Then when somebody started laughing, there was just a kick, to see the guy. And we wake up a little bit. What is he laughing about? And we just get a kick out of it. But you know what? Okay, so fine. It's like a woman is beautiful. Like a flower is beautiful. All right. But a flower is not beautiful for the sake of being beautiful. The woman is not beautiful for the sake of being beautiful. It is for the sake of what it contains. The content. There's a family possibility there. There's a whole thing. There's a pollination and all. That's how the bee goes to it. So life continues on. So here, a person like Swami Chidananda and Dayananda also, are just fun guys. Just fun guys. They are really, how do you call this? They have some charisma, you know, a great performance. But if we hang up on that, if the bee enjoys the petals and the colors and all that stuff and the smell, or the guy enjoys the shape and the form and all that stuff, the external thing doesn't go in, doesn't penetrate, nothing happens. So the words are very exotic. It's even for Indians, you know, because it becomes a culture, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, us Westerners, you know, man, this is really amazing. My friends don't even know what Sita Pragna means, you know, kind of a thing. Oh, Sita Pragna, it's a Brahman. You know, we throw these words out. We ourselves, it doesn't pick up. It's like we need anything to become so meaningful or full of meaning as for Bruno's hearing the word food. Yeah, he likes that. Meow! The wind. Where is it? Come on. Or he sees his mother, okay? He sees his mother and he sees food. He relates mother to food right away. It's not just mother, it's food. Life. That's the whole idea. So we need to somehow use this friend of yours. This friend of yours can become your worst enemy. You know which one that is? The mind. If he just skips through this whole thing, if he doesn't pick up. So the buddhi needs to, so what is he talking about? He's talking so much about me? How does he know that? What does that mean? You know, there's a word in Sanskrit called adhikari. What does adhikari mean? Huh? Adhikari, owner? Adhikari.
The practitioner.
Someone that is fit. Is that right? Fit. That's the meaning that I was taught. Someone that is fit. To be fit, someone used to be, you have to be alert, quiet, alert, vigilant all the time. Jesus said, don't let the, how do you call this, don't fall asleep. Don't let the men, what is it, the Lord come to you at night when you're asleep. Be on your toes all the time. Don't let the mind lull you into a condition in which just becomes,
Longing.
you know, just the fun part, you know. It's nice to get together. It's nice to have the fellowship and all that stuff. It's like having a nice room. I can give you a nice clean plate that's very shiny. And then the guy gets hung up on the plate, you'll never get to eat. But no, the guy knows better. I don't care, you give it to me on the floor if you want to, as long as it is food. This is what Arjuna and Krishna is doing in the middle of the battlefield. I don't care who you give it to me, I want it now. He was an adhikari. Adhikari means for someone that was fit and still had trouble. He can revert him back to the same old thing. So the teacher kept on bringing him different angles of the same thing. So what I did right now is actually suggest what is it that we can get out of these verses for the sake of this mind. This mind requires it. This is what is meant by being steady in Brahman. O Partha, having gained this, one is not deluded. Remaining therein, even at the end of one's life, one gains liberation. Now what is this remaining therein? In what? Therein? What does it mean by that?
In the knowledge.
In the knowledge, that's correct. In the knowledge of what? Aham Brahmasmi. There you go, exactly. In that knowledge. Now, and what happens, the consequence of that? The opposite of what's happening right now. Right now, the mind is hung up on the plate, not on the food. Therefore, the mind is deluded. You know, like Bruno getting hung up on the plate.
Yeah.
You know, I suppose you give it to him on a piece of paper. I say, eat, fella. You know,